Okay, fifth grade, task number one. Video for task number one. So we're starting on page 81 of your math book. So go ahead and turn to 81. And pause here if you need to, or replay it if you need to know what page. But we're going to start on 81. And 81 is prime factorization. Now, factoring, all that is, it is a factor is one of the numbers that you multiply to get the product, or both of the numbers you multiply to get the product. So that's what a factor is. So a factor. And a prime number is a number that can only be multiplied or broken down to two factors, one times itself. That's what a prime number is. So if it cannot be decomposed anymore, it's a prime number. So that's what we're working on. Factoring numbers down to their prime factorization. All right. So Mr. Dempsey surveyed his class and found that his students have a total of 36 pets. Find the prime factorization of 36. So I'm going to start with 36. And I'm going to decompose that into 2 times 18. Okay. So I know that 2 times 18 equals 36. I'm going to keep breaking that down, though, because I know I can break down 18. I can't break down 2. It is a prime number, but I can break down 18. So 2, still bring it down because we don't get rid of that 2. But we're going to decompose 18 into 2 times 9. Okay, so I'm going to change these multiplications to blue too, so you can see the numbers. Okay, I do know that the 2's are prime. The 9 is not a prime. So that I'm going to break down. I'm going to factor that out into 2 other numbers. So I'm going to factor the 9 into 3 times 3, because those are the only 2 numbers that you can multiply together to get 9. Okay, and I know you're thinking you can do 1, but remember 1 times anything else is the number that you multiplied it by. So that's not really decomposing it. Okay, so 2 is a prime. I want that red. Okay, 2 is a prime times 2 times 3 times 3. Now, anytime we break down 36 to its prime numbers, we're going to always get those same 4 numbers. Always. Every time. Watch me and I'll show you. Okay. All right. I'm going to factor 36 a little bit differently. I'm going to factor 3 times 12. 3 times 12 equals 36. 3 is a prime number. And so I'm going to bring that 3 down, and I'm going to still decompose 12. I'm still going to find the factors of 12, and those are 3 times 4. Okay. Now I see that I have 3 as a prime, and I hope you understand these blue lines are not ones. They are just showing that you're pulling the number down. And I'm not making an arrow because that might be just too messy. So I'm just making these blue lines as I factor it out. So I've got 3 times 3 times, which is way over, 2 times 2, because 2 times 2 equals 4. So my prime numbers, and I want you to see this, are 2 3s and 2 2s here. 2 2s and 2 3s here. Same numbers. So the prime factorization of 36 is 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. That's the prime factorization of 36. It's one of those times I wish I wrote really fast. And you can check your work going backwards. So if I wanted to check my work, I would multiply all of these together, all of these numbers together, to see if I get 36. So I would multiply 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. And so 2 times 2 is 4, times 3 is 12, times 3 equals 36. So I'm correct. I got the right factorizations. So let's keep going. We're now on the next page, and we are at the top on the following page. Example 2. We're going to find the prime factorization of 24. So we're starting with this 24 right here, and we're decomposing it. We are decomposing it into 3 and 8. I kind of want red. I feel like that stands out the best here. And then I'm going to find the numbers that factor out. Now this one's the one that's not going to be the prime, and I know that just because they've already set it up that I'm going to have that number's going to need a factor. So I know 2 times 4. 2 I know is a prime, so I'm going to bring that 2 down. That doesn't look like a 2. That looks like I made some kind of new number. 2. And then 4 decomposes into 2 times 2. So all the numbers I have left, these 4 numbers, it's not going to always be 4. It just happens that these last couple of problems have 4. But these 4 numbers are all prime. So I found my prime factorization. Now I have to set it up. Now this is kind of important. I don't know if I addressed it the last time. When you write your prime factors, you write them in order from least to greatest. So from smallest number to largest number. So I'm going to go back and look at mine, and I see that I've got quite a few 2s. So I'm going to write those first. So I've got 2 and quite a few. I've got exactly 3. 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. Okay, and I'm going to work backwards again to check my work. 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 3 is 24. So I have the correct prime factorization. Okay. Let's go on to our next one. Remember, you can pause this at any time. I want you to practice prime factorization here. I would pause it, do the work yourself, pause it, and then come back to check to see if you did it the way that I did it. I'm going to go ahead and, so I'll give you a second to pause. Okay. 16 decomposes into 2 times 8. Bring down my 2. 8 decomposes into 2 times 4. Okay, so I have 2 times 2 times 4, and I can still decompose 4. I can still get factors out of 4. 2 gets brought down, and 4 is 2 times 2. So I have 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. My prime factorization is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 for 16. It's not 2. It is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Okay? All right. So this is the end of prime factorization. Go ahead and practice and do your homework. You're going to do IXL, and then you are going to complete it with a Nearpod. Off you go, my amazing 5th grade students.